This is Jay Addison from EventChain.io for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. This week on Blockchain Interviews, we have Dan and Sebastian from Blockchain Foundry. How's it going, guys?
Great. How are you?
Going fantastic. So what is Blockchain Foundry? And then after you answer that question, give us a little bit of an insight into the business model. How's it going to make money?
So, Blockchain Foundry is actually a blockchain products and services company. What we do is we don't only build products using blockchain technology to make money as a company ourselves, but we also extend our expertise to outside companies and organizations who are looking to see if they can leverage blockchain technology to improve their own bottom lines. And so we kind of have two lines of business in that sense. We have our own products that we develop for different markets, and then we also have our kind of services arm that we use to provide those services to different companies who are looking for blockchain expertise.
And so what would be the business model for revenue from each side of those, roughly?
So I think that the revenue model for the services arm is pretty clear cut. I mean, it's pretty much a consulting type of revenue model. Okay. The difference, the type of consulting that we try to engage with, though, is we do try to find product opportunities in that consulting work, and if we can find those opportunities, we try to subsidize the development a bit so that we have the opportunity to productize that use case down the line inside of our own product business. And so that kind of plays into the product side of the business, where we build products not only for consumer to consumer markets, like the product that we're best known for at the moment, I think, is called Blockmarket, which is actually a distributed marketplace solution that we currently have for desktop, but we're working on building a web-based implementation of that actually right now that we're hoping to release later this year. That's a consumer-to-consumer marketplace type of product, but the way that we're building it, we can also leverage it for business-to-business customers. And that's what we try to do with a lot of our different product development goals. Like if we identify a product inside of our consulting arm, we'll try to white label that and then resell it to different business-to-business customers or consumer-to-consumer application use cases, if that's really where the product fits.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, what was the motivation for starting Blockchain Foundry? I mean, it sounds like such a great idea.
So we'd actually been working together on a protocol called Syscoin for about 4 years before we started Blockchain Foundry, the company. And as we got further along in the development of the Syscoin protocol, we had matured it to a point where we realized that we could start building actual products for different markets and use cases on top of that protocol. And that was the impetus for starting Blockchain Foundry and actually going out and raising funds to help us expedite product development on top of that protocol.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the experience in growing Blockchain Foundry so far to date?
Sure. So I'll answer that.
Great.
So it's been a fantastic roller coaster ride. When we started the company in January 15th is basically when we got off the ground. We started with 8 employees. As of today, we have 20 employees in, and we have built what I consider to be a world-class development team. Some of the folks on our team are just phenomenal. A lot of folks at the senior level of our team have years of experience building blockchain applications. And I think that is one of the things that kind of differentiates us at this point, is that really we have a tremendous amount of blockchain development experience. And beyond that, all of our developers have a tremendous amount of application development experience. And several of them have gone through some very successful startups and built some really amazing things. So from a development perspective, I think that we're really world-class. And what we're currently doing now is doing the same thing for our marketing team. So that's the next step for us, is to build that world-class marketing team. And the folks we already have in-house are phenomenal. And the folks that we're looking to bring in right now actually are also some amazing individuals. So overall, obviously, as with any startup, there are always challenges and it's a lot of hard work. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm happy to be working 14-hour days on Blockchain Foundry.
I know this blockchain sector is so exciting, right?
Absolutely.
We all stay up all night.
So much fun.
So another great question I have. I heard you're going to be listed on one of the Canadian stock exchanges. Now, I'm not sure how much you can tell us on that, but can you give us a little bit of information on that?
Absolutely. So I can't tell you a lot right now, but what I can tell you is that we are going to be on the TSX, and that is going to happen over the next few weeks. So as we have more information that can be publicly announced about that, we will certainly do so. But it is definitely an exciting development here with Blockchain Foundry that we're all really psyched about, and I think it's going to do very well.
What's the website address for Blockchain Foundry, Sebastian, just in case somebody wants to follow up on that listing that you're going to have?
Absolutely. So it's blockchainfoundry.co.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's a lot of blockchain companies out there. There's literally hundreds or thousands of them out there. What makes this project, in your eyes, stand out from the rest? I know personally that being in the blockchain sector, we always hear a lot about Blockchain Foundry and Syscoin, and there's a lot of great feedback that we hear. So I know you guys seem to be on the right track from what I hear. What would you guys say is the advantage that you have? Let's just say.
Yeah, so I'll take that one. So I think the difference between Blockchain Foundry and other blockchain companies out there is that we've been working in this space for over 4 years at this point, and we not only have a operational protocol to serve as our track record per se, but also that protocol is something that we developed from scratch. It's a combination of different technologies that we saw in the blockchain space that we've put together in a way that we think provides value in a way that other protocols don't provide value. And because of that experience, we feel like we're uniquely qualified to not only build products on top of that blockchain technology, but also to advise companies and organizations who think they may have a use case for the blockchain as to kind of the best way to proceed in that regard.
So as blockchain consultants with Blockchain Foundry, if someone had an idea for a blockchain project, they could come to you guys and you guys would take them through those next steps and in fact help them develop. Yeah, okay, great. So who's the target market?
So I think the target market for Blockchain Foundry is really on a product by product basis. It would really depend on what product we're talking about when it comes to target market. But I think in terms of our consulting services, it's really any company out there that is looking to improve their bottom line, has heard about this blockchain technology stuff, and thinks that it might apply to their business. That's really the people that we want to talk to. Or if there are people that already have a rough understanding of what the blockchain can bring to their business in terms of value and want to know how they can take next steps to really proceed in realizing some of that value, those are the two primary groups of people, I think, that we want to talk to.
Now, what do we see for the project over the next year?
So I think what you're going to see over the next year is not only are we going to be releasing some pretty amazing products in the decentralized marketplace with Blockmarket Web, which is really the product where we are targeting we're targeting a much larger audience with that. Really, it's going to be sellers that want to transact in cryptocurrency as well as save on fees, closing fees, right? For buyers, it's going to be people that want to spend using cryptocurrency. Although part of what we're doing is also really reducing friction there. So part of Blockmarket Web, now maybe not in the initial release, but over time is really going to be reducing the friction that people have to go through in order to use cryptocurrency. So for buyers, I'd like to see essentially a buyer be able to just enter a credit card and transact on our network with essentially having the exchanges happening transparently, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Something they're used to and simple, right?
Absolutely. It's critical. No one is going to use a complicated product just because it has a crypto component in it. You need to create products that people are going to want to use, that are easy to use, and that really address a need, right? So like I said, for sellers, it's really about providing a platform that they can use to transact in crypto and allows them to save on fees. And for buyers, it's people that also would like to use cryptocurrency in their shopping experience, as well as potentially find interesting and unique products that aren't available anywhere else, and also give them some cost savings. Right?
Sebastian, how does someone find the marketplace today if they wanted to go and learn more about it?
So currently you can go to blockchainfoundry.co to learn about Blockmarket Web and Desktop. But very soon when we release the Blockmarket Web product, we are also going to stand up a domain that is essentially going to be a direct access to the marketplace. So you'll just be able to go to that domain and start shopping right away.
Fantastic. Dan and Sebastian from...
It's blockmarket.com.
Fantastic. Dan and Sebastian from Blockchain Foundry, it's certainly been a pleasure speaking with you today. Let's follow up in the next coming weeks on what happens with this listing in the public market. I'm sure everybody in our audience is going to be interested in that. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.